Hello. Welcome. Welcome. We're back. Welcome to the Chaos Corner. I'm your host, Alex R. Wagner. The R stands for real. The real Alex Wagner. And you know what's really funny about that is, like, I have been looking up some articles about the other Alex Wagner. She's not doing too good. Not doing too good being the next Rachel Maddow, is she? However, the he version of Alex Wagner, the Alex R. Wagner, is right here to crack some jokes, to make fun of all these fucking ridiculous people upset about the Trump stuff and then not upset about the Trump stuff and then, like, whatever. And let's just, like, fucking make a practical joke out of it, because that's what it is, y'all. It's a practical joke. I'm gonna pull it up on the RSBIC or whatever the fuck it's called. So Trump was going to do his comments post going to the court, post whatever it is, indictment or whatever we want to fucking call that. Nobody even knows what the hell that shit is, but we all, like, he was indicted, like we're all goddamn lawyers now or some. All right, so you gotta go to right side, the right side broadcast, and they're really scared of right side broadcast because they just got flagged by YouTube and got screwed over, and they can't even do their stream now and stuff. Oh, I guess I can do this on Rumble. That's what's going on. We're gonna Rumble this stuff. Oh, Rumble's down, y'all. Rumble is down because of Trump. Trump has crashed Rumble. No fucking way. That's not true. There's no way. He just crashed Rumble? Did he crash Rumble? I mean, it's not coming up right. Let's see here. Let's see if we can pull it up on our phone through the app. API error. Rumble crashed, y'all. Rumble's out. Oh, dude, what the hell? Like, so is anybody going to even be... How do you even get the feed? Oh, this is so crazy. Not only is today insane because Trump was arrested, everyone, but today is also insane because the competitor to YouTube seemed to be the only platform willing to host the ex-president of the United States making his first comments after being arrested. Everybody wanted to silence that and not even let it be seen. And now it's like a really fucking hard Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view. Like, I don't know we're going to get our hands on this thing, guys, unless Rumble comes back up here for us. It's on there, but it's not on there. This is crazy. Can we go right side? Hey, baby. Elaine says hi to everybody. Say hello. Yeah, that was Elaine saying Trump should not be indicted. And she's right. Most dachshunds are right on these kind of things. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to put some background music on, guys, and I'm going to try to find a feed for us. I can't believe this. This is crazy. There's no feed. Right side broadcasting is also down. Truth Social is not down. So let's see here. Let's see what we can do with our truthers. I mean, maybe we can get some, like, a Telegram feed. Well, okay, Trump just linked the Telegram or the Rumble feed on his. Here we go. I got something now, guys. But
that's okay. Perhaps most importantly, he has 1,850 boxes in Delaware, which he is refusing to give up. But isn't that real obstruction? It's obstruction. As president, I have the right to declassify documents.
He had absolutely
And the process is
no right to
automatic.
declassify as
If I
vice
take that
president.
with me, it's automatic.
He doesn't come under the
Okay.
non-criminal.
So I'm gonna put us in the corner now. I
Presidential
got
Records
us back
Act. He
on
comes
here.
under The very criminal Federal Records Act, unfortunately for him, but it's not going to matter because
Let's check this out.
they don't follow the law, which has very severe penalties. He had classified documents that he took while he was a senator, which is absolutely inexcusable. And other senators, including Democrats, are outraged. But he's not being harassed and hounded like the people who work for me are. In fact, they seem to have forgotten about his documents entirely. So many, thousands and thousands. It's okay with him. They like to say that I'm obstructing, which I'm not.
I just want you
Because
to
I
know
was
that's him
working
breathing
with
into the mic,
Nara
not me.
very nicely until the raid on my home. But Biden is obstructing by making it impossible to get the 1,850 boxes or explain why many documents were located in Chinatown. Can't explain it. Why were they in Chinatown? I don't know.
Why were they in Chinatown,
Lastly,
Joe?
I'm under investigation.
Come on,
This
set him
time
up,
a
Trump.
civil
Let's go.
investigation by another racist in reverse,
Yeah, fucking
who
racist.
also campaigned on, I will get Trump.
Exactly.
I will get him. This was her campaign.
That was the
Never ran for
campaign of the
office. I
Attorney
will get
General.
him.
It's facts.
Her name is Letitia James.
Ooh, give it her Letitia. Come on, nickname, bro.
And she proclaimed while campaigning,
Oh,
quote,
come
I
on.
look forward to going into the office of the Attorney General every single day, suing him, and then going home. Just before she knew me. She announced, what is fueling my soul right now is Trump. And that she had her eyes on Trump Tower. Those eyes are focused on Trump Tower.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Didn't know the young lady. She even assured her supporters in an election promise that we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the ass. He's going to know my name personally. Eh. And then she claimed that I was an illegitimate president. Think of that. With all
Best
we
stand-up
did,
president ever, guys.
With all we did on energy, with all we did on the military, on taxes, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest regulation cuts in history, right to try, people able to get drugs now that aren't approved. Hopefully you don't have that problem.
Well, you don't have that problem, but if you do, we figured it out for you.
Letitia James vowed to use every area of the law to, quote, investigate President Trump and his business transactions. Those transactions are going to be investigated, she said. And that of her family and his family.
I mean, so the feed just throws up.
We're going after his family, and we're going after them hard. This is all before entering office and all before knowing anything at all about me. But she was going to get me.
I mean, he's proven
This is
some
why,
goddamn
along with
points here,
unrelenting
people.
Crime, so many people and companies are leaving.
He's proven a point here. Like, he's laying out the case against him and saying, you want to see corruption? Here it is. And then Elaine, who should be president after they arrest Trump and Biden? She doesn't know. Neither do I. Let's check out more of his case here. What else he got to say here?
The stuff they read and gave, and have very little debt relative to the value of assets. And importantly, not one bank has lost even one.
Bro, Trump breathing into this mic needs to stop it.
But they didn't lose a dollar with us during this period of time. In fact, the banks we're talking about made almost $200 million off Donald Trump, and they liked me very much. We never missed a payment, never got a default notice, had a great relationship with all of them. I don't need banks. We have a lot of cash. I built a great business with my family, built a fantastic business.
Damn, he's like laying this shit out facts. Laying this shit out facts. You wanna make him look corrupt. I'm just saying. He ain't looking very corrupt today.
I have a son here who's done a great job, and I have another son here who's done a great job.
And then I have a son named Eric.
Tiffany.
And then I have a son named Eric. Boom!
And Ivanka and Barron will be great someday. He's tall. He is tall, and he's smart.
Okay.
But I have a great family, and they've done a fantastic job, and we appreciate it very much. They've gone through hell. So she's suing me over banks that weren't defrauded when she should be focused on violent crime that's driving people out of the state. This is a persecution, not an investigation. She's put our family through hell. It's cost hundreds of millions of dollars to defend, but our heads are held very, very high. They want to settle the case, but I want no part of that. So here we are now.
All right, bro.
That's where we were today. In a city
You're
that
roasting
was
some people today, man.
so great just 4 or 5 years ago. But now we're there. Spent time there today, as you possibly read, with a local failed district attorney charging a former president of the United States for the first time in history on a basis that every single pundit and legal analyst said, there is no case. There's no case. They kept saying, there's no case.
Bro is just laying it out. It's gone. He's president
Virtually
again.
everyone.
You made him.
But it's
Damn it, y'all. Damn it, y'all. You made President Trump again. President 47 is President Trump. It's definitely President
ridiculous
Trump.
indictment together.
Come on, this
Came
is
out
crazy.
today. Everybody
This is
said
crazy.
This is not really an indictment. There's nothing here.
Goddamn right.
My lawyers came to me and they said, there's nothing here. They're not even saying what you did. The criminal is the district attorney because he illegally leaked massive amounts of grand jury information.
Ooh! Drops mic. Drops
For
mic.
which he should be prosecuted, or at a minimum, he should resign. And Alvin Bragg's wife confirmed a report that claimed her husband has Trump nailed on felonies. She
so
has
crazy.
since locked down her Twitter account. His chief prosecutor, who represented the Democrats and crooked Hillary Clinton in a firm run by Chuck Schumer's brother, Robert, he quit the firm in order to go to work in the DA office in order to get Trump. Can you imagine that? Hillary Clinton's lawyer, Democrat firm. Ultimately, he quit as chief prosecutor because Bragg didn't think he had a case. Think of that same guy that brought this ridiculous thing today.
Okay.
Yet during his investigation, this prosecutor named Mark Pomerantz wrote and published a book saying all sorts of privileged things and has been very strongly reprimanded. He was reprimanded so strongly. I've never seen anything like it. That's probably the end of it. But what he did was probably very illegal, but he was very, very strongly reprimanded. Even District Attorney Bragg was furious with him. They were having a tremendous fight in the office because of it. But hope
were
is
having a
never
fight in the
lost
office because of
various
it.
prosecutors in the
Like an
DA's
old
office
couple.
also quit because they thought President Trump was being treated very unfairly. How about that? Isn't that great? Oh, I love them. I'd like to meet them. I'd like to meet them. The DA's office even had a web page. Meet the team of executives who have done this to President Trump. That was the title. Isn't that nice? They immediately had to take it down. Meanwhile, overall crime in New York was up 30% last year. Much more than that the year before, with felony assaults, robberies, and burglaries all up by massive, massive numbers. Not the same place that I know, not the same place that you know. And this is where we are right now. I have a Trump-hating judge with a Trump-hating wife and family whose daughter worked for Kamala Harris and now receives money from the Biden-Harris campaign, and a lot of it.
Jesus Christ, I mean, it
We
is.
recently had another trial, and the same judge told the fine man
It's
who
so
worked
biased.
for me for many, many years that if you admit your guilt, you will be in jail for 90 days. But if you don't, if we go through a trial and you're found guilty, you're going away for 10 years and maybe longer, which for a 75-year-old man with a great family really means life. What the prosecutors and judge did to that man, I will never forget, because it's right out of the old Soviet Union. That's where we are.
Oh.
They said, you say anything about Trump, meaning that's bad, and you won't even have to serve the 90 days. You'll walk free. And they say that to many of my employees. We have this Jack Smith lunatic threatening people every single day through his representatives.
Who is Jack Smith?
They're threatening jail terms. But talk about Trump and you'll go free. This is where we are as a
talk about Trump and
nation.
you'll go
Who would have
free.
thought? They can't beat us at the ballot box, so they try and beat us through the law. That's the country in which we live, however, right now. The USA is a mess. Our economy is crashing. Inflation is out of control.
It just
Russia
turned into a fucking
has
goddamn
joined
presidential speech.
China, can you believe that?
China,
Saudi Arabia
China.
has joined with Iran. China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea have formed together as a menacing and destructive coalition. Would have never happened.
Hey, Elaine,
If
do
I
you
were
like?
your president, would never
You
have
feeling the
happened.
speech? You
know
understand
would
what he's
Russia
saying?
attacking
Like about
Ukraine
how
have
like we
happened?
need
All
to
of those
have
lives
freedom
would
and
be
stuff.
saved. All of those
You get it,
beautiful
right?
cities
Like
would
as a
be
dog, like
standing.
you understand.
Our
Like
currency
without
is
Trump, we
crashing
would
and
not
will
be
soon
free.
no longer be the world standard, which will be our greatest defeat, frankly, in 200 years. There will be no defeat like that. That will take us away from being even a great power. If you took the 5 worst presidents in the history of the United States and added them up, they
Bro
would not
needs to
have
start
done
breathing
near
into the fucking
destruction
mic.
to our country as Joe Biden and the Biden administration have done.
It's at his own place, and he's like,
Incredibly, we are now a failing nation. We are a nation in decline. And now these radical left lunatics want to interfere with our elections by using law enforcement. We can't let that happen. With all of this being said, and with a very dark cloud over our beloved country, I have no doubt, nevertheless, that we will make America great again. Thank you very much. And God bless you. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
this shit is
everybody.
real. All right, you know what? We're going to flip it over. We're going to go in. We're going to do one more live, y'all. We're going to do one more live with everybody. Ooh, that's some nice music there, but that's definitely going to give me a copyright strike. So thanks so much, Trump. All right. One more live. We're going to flip it over from Trump to Mr. DeSantis, or not DeSantis, to Mr. Fuentes, because that's always the interesting one. And if we just search Nick, we should be able to see it on Rumble, and we do, because Rumble is king. Rumble is letting everybody speak their own goddamn mind. All right, so America first. What do we got here? Here he is.
Oh, this song now. Wow.
Okay, so
That is. Whoops. That was terrible.
Ooh.
That was absolutely terrible.
Oh. Okay, Nick. All right. Give me some flavor. I mean, he wasn't on totally, but like he wasn't off.
I mean, I've said this before, but to me, the symbol of the 2024 run is this. This. I know this is like stupid, but this to me symbolizes everything that's gone wrong. Which is, it's just turned into a money-making operation. It's just turned into, it's not a real campaign. Trump is subordinated to the campaign. Trump, the man, the hero, the legend.
I see what you're saying.
Subordinated to the Jason Miller, MAGA Inc. political machine. Listen, they can do photo ops. There was a great photo op today, but that's all they could do. Pictures look great. The Trump jet looks great. The flags look great. Mar-a-Lago looks great. The rally looked great. But it's all for nothing because what are we getting? What is the plane carrying? What's behind the podium? What's in front of the set? Nothing.
Yeah.
He goes up there and someone said it's a broken record. It's the same speech every single time.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's exactly why I was falling asleep with my dog over here.
I get paid. Russia. And
I mean, look at
throwing
Elaine.
Elements of a stump speech. It's like, why? You just got indicted.
I'm just saying, like Trump put my dog to sleep. Trump put my dog to sleep, bro. Like, so I'm on Nick Fuentes here, and also he just got indicted, so this should be like a whole thing, and it's not.
And it's so
Let's go back.
unfair, and he's a hypocrite.
This is a better speech than Trump's speech. Honestly.
There were these dramatic actions that he would take or call for. He goes up there and just complains. He goes up there and just says, wah, it's not fair, drop the charges. They're not going to drop the charges. They're not going to resign. I am calling on you to resign. No one cares. What a weak statement. You're literally being summoned to court. You're being charged. And he goes up there and says, well, I demand that you stop. Okay. Nobody cares.
All right, this leads me to my next thing with today. All right, guys. So nobody cares. I'm definitely on Nick Fuentes' side on that. That sounds hilarious. We might come back to him in a second, but on the reference sheet of nobody cares, I'm gonna pull up. So I just experienced. I was invited to be a part of the new Instagram verification service, as well as their Facebook service, which you verify and pay for per profile. For my Instagram profile, I was declined 3 times and then rejected from the program because I used a Metaverse Horizons avatar that they told me to create for absolutely no reason on my Instagram as my profile picture. And apparently through their verification process, you have to have a profile photo that matches your actual ID, which already sounds like a hefty process with all of the he, she's, and the they, theys, and the me, me's, and the who, who's, and the ha-has. So good luck. I mean, Uber and Lyft and all these people that have just been trying to verify whether people are working or not have been fighting this shit for years. But now all of a sudden Facebook's going to fix verification by just making us all have our ID photo on our profile. Well, anyway, I decided to test it again to see if it would work with a real photo of myself, and that did happen on Facebook. And so I had a Facebook where I was able to, whoa, hold up. Just got to show this right now. Oh, whoa. That was crazy. So it literally went from like 1 to 700 watching Nick Fuentes, and then right back down to just one person watching Fuentes. It's interesting. I think that a lot of people are switching over to him when you are done listening to Trump, and it's for good reason. I mean, right here, it's climbing right now, 200, 300, 400. It's a person that's commenting against the populist viewpoint. So it's always great to see that, to see somebody that's inside of the populist viewpoint of like, hey, Trump should be president again, or we should all fucking Trump and Trumpers, or whatever the fuck we're doing. But then you got that Nick Fuentes, and he's like, nah, actually Trump sucked. It's just stupid. And then when you hear it, you're like, yeah, you're right. You fucking put my dog to sleep, bro. Like, Trump, you put my dog to sleep doing a speech that was supposed to be extremely famous by just regurgitating the same shit over and over again. And I see what he's saying also with this whole like text Trump fucking whatever. Everything's a goddamn football. Everything's a fucking NFT. There is no real campaigns anymore. It's all just a money-making machine. And if you look at a money-making machine, it's literally like he's essentially like, by having the text Trump up there, that's no different than it being like Trump sponsored by Disney. Like Trump can't go outside of that text ritual. Trump can't go outside of the realms of what will get him donations inside of this creation that they have built of this entity. And that's the problem, is that in politics you need leaders. You can't just have entities. But back to the Facebook front. Wow, that was stupid because I really did want to turn that into a reel and now I can't. But I got verified on Facebook, and so I did some commenting to see if it would do the same algorithm as Twitter of pushing my stuff forward. And speaking of no one cares, I made a comment on a Facebook post, people, and this is wild. What happened once I was verified and how out of control I took the entire conversation. It's, I don't know if it's, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a cool tool, but it's definitely not like, I don't know, like people need to start understanding what this is, what this shit is, man. So where we got here? Oh yeah, right here. We got 85 comments on this. This is a Huffington Post article. Okay. I'm going to pull this up and make this big. So if I zoom in here, I might be able to. Yeah, I can zoom in. Okay. So if we zoom in here, we have this Diane Keaton says she hasn't been on a date in 35 years. Here's why. And there's 1,500 people that have liked it, 634 people have commented, and 69 people that have shared it. And it also was stating up here, it says, Diane Keaton spilled the truth about why she's... Oh, I should put myself in the corner here, even though I'll turn that stuff up later. Diane Keaton spilled the truth about why she's perfectly happy being single. And then my first comment right here, no one cares. And because it was verified, it went through above like everyone else's, and people got so upset that it turned into 256 people liking my comment that said no one cares. Literally almost like a fourth of the audience of the entire article of the person that wrote it with Diane Keaton and everything. Like all that energy spent on me. And 31 replies, and then like this lady mad about it, and then 48 more replies. I mean, it's fucking hilarious how these people responded to this. It's so crazy. So there's 95 responses, and just like, let's look at a few of these. These are so wild. All right. I commented back. I agree. Most people care more that I don't care than care about this article to begin with. No one liked that, but I thought that was pretty funny. Here we go. So these are the people that are like very concerned with me saying the words "no one cares" when referencing Diane Keaton's dating life. Alex Wagner, it was great timing and a much needed comment, and it lightened the mood. Diane Keaton is not associated with most of you on this platform, so why does her dating life matter to anyone? Her role is entertaining you for a certain amount of time, and that is the impact she leaves in your life. All right. Then we got Cindy says, oh, sweetie, you don't get to define what other people care about. Personally, I find it interesting how women no longer need marriage to feel accomplished and accepted. The, quote, old maid stereotype is finally breaking down, especially when the pool of potential partners includes people like you. Women no longer have to settle. Just eat your vagina and shut up. I have not realized that there were public appointees from making blanket statements on behalf of everyone else. Obviously, you do care. You reacted. You care enough to read and respond. Why don't you just keep scrolling? You care enough to comment, and yet you felt the need to comment. Don't speak for others. No one cares to hear your opinion. Eventually, you care enough to make a snarky post. Oh, sorry, no one cares for you. Must be rough. I've got great friends and kids. That sounds overcompensating. That's also a top fan of the Huffington Post. Let me know that she has great friends and great kids and that I should be super jealous. You obviously cared enough to comment, so you do. Alex R. Wagner, about you. I care about her more than I care about you guys. You are offensive in many ways. I'm offensive because I said no one cares. It seems a lot of people liked the article. Maybe you should rephrase your comment as to I don't care. Alex R. Wagner, I do. Too bad for you for now. No one cares that you don't care, and yet you think we care about your opinion. That's so cute. You're right. No one cares about you. You obviously do. It's amazing that you can speak for everyone. What a gift you have. Strong, independent women are a threat to someone who believe women need a man to be complete. Trust me, more people care her than you and your opinion. Apparently, someone cares enough to write about it. Your opinion, on the other hand, not a single blessed person cares about that. Oh, hun, we understand, but somewhere, sometime, you'll find no one cares. Do try harder. Incorrect and unnecessary and a little douchey. There's a reason that this is in your feed. You don't care so much. You care absolutely nothing. You couldn't care less. Care could not possibly factor in your decision-making process. So you comment. This is only a fraction of the reason no one listens to your paranoia conspiracy podcast and your film projects are ruinous. Okay. So now that we've gotten to that point, I want to back up here to this verification and what it really does. Elon Musk opened up Twitter to be open source. Everyone is going to have to follow. They are going to have to do the same things Elon Musk did to make social media correct again. One of them is verified profiles. And when you look at the open source of Twitter, essentially what it says is that if you pay for Twitter Blue and you stay within the ratio of having more followers than who you follow, that your content will be pushed out and built upon over and over again. It's simply the algorithm that we all grew up with. Make sure that your follower ratio is set and perfect and pay your way through the subscription. And I can show you right here that this is the only reason that celebrity even exists, people. Diane Keaton, someone that's been in lots and lots of movies, okay? She tells Huffington Post about her dating life. I buy a blue check mark, meaning I just have the privilege of, I guess, saying that I'm special. And when I say, hey, I'm special, and Facebook says, yep, this person's special, and I say no one cares, over 35% of the entire audience that happened to even look at that article is now in the comment section of the article fighting and debating me, looking over my every nook and cranny, finding everything out about me, discovering my content, discovering my movies, my podcasts, everything that I am, and trying their hardest to destroy it. Why are they so upset by just some guy talking? Well, because that blue check mark signaled something in their brain that I had some sort of authority. And that blue check mark also, because of Twitter and their open source and because of the way that social media is going, it needed to be pushed up the algorithm as well, especially as people started liking it and commenting on it. The entire article turned into Alex R. Wagner doesn't care about Diane Keaton on the Huffington Post. I completely overtook their entire page and made it all about me, simply by just using these tools. So obviously these tools, these verification tools, were a problem to begin with. I mean, the fact that anybody that just authorizes that you get some kind of granted thing, you get this special gift that whatever you say, everyone's going to care about, well, then you are the celebrity. So is it really celebrity, or is it just authorization of verification on social media platforms? Is there just corporation after corporation that's willing to buy for the text to donate or whatever the fuck it is and get their little verified profiles, and then those verified profiles get to go out and say whatever they want, and we all take them in as authority? I have 90 people here in less than 24 hours that are true diehard Diane Keaton and or Huffington Post fans that now know exactly who I am, think I'm a celebrity, think I have authority, and are trying to silence me because of my toxic masculinity and caring to not care about Diane Keaton's dating life. It's freaking interesting. It's so crazy. And I think that it's going down the right path because of what Elon is finally doing. The seal in the coffin is the Dogecoin as the logo. We see it now. He's not trying to make money. And it's a very interesting game now because you have TikTok that sole purpose was built to steal information, and the entire dopamine is to remove the content that is coming next. And that is what everybody's been filling their brains with algorithmically. And Elon comes along and finds some other thing that people like or enjoy and builds an algorithm based on that with a subscription platform. I think most American companies need to lean towards a subscription platform because they know that the TikTok platform isn't allowing for their advertisers to be viewed, for people to continue to be engaged with content, or just for their platform in general to survive. So I think Elon is onto something. I think we have two new competing platforms. We have the TikTok algorithm and we have the new verified profile algorithm. And I, for one, am holding out hope that this verified profile algorithm is the one that finally starts to fix some things. And with that said, it's time. Well, that's bullshit. Can I do this one? I'll do that one. It's not time for the end of the show, but I will do this music just because this music seems more or less up our alley. But it is time for us to leave you on YouTube, to leave you on all of the other platforms if you are watching. And if you're watching on one of our free and fair platforms like Twitter or Rumble, we'll stay live with you. And if not, you can catch us over at mvpictures.com or the MV app. And you can stream this entire show commercial free with no ad buys, completely uncensored, with the bonus content as well added in tomorrow morning. You will not be hearing the rest of the show on Spotify, Instagram, freaking iTunes, or YouTube, or whatever, okay? So that's it. You're not getting this. You're not getting it unless you do one of two things, okay? One of two things. One, you subscribe to MV Pictures right now, and you get to watch this show completely tomorrow. Or two, we have a new Patreon page. And this Patreon page is in the link in my Instagram, and it's also in the link to most of our social media platforms. And if you can find our Patreon and you can subscribe to the MV Production Fund, you'll be donating 100% of your profits to future projects, future podcasts, etc. And every single time that we ever do this, where we cut off YouTube and other platforms, you will immediately be able to see this content ad-free as soon as the show is over. And it's only $2 a month. So you could do the $40 a year and watch all of my movies and everybody else's content and be a part of the community. But if you're broke as fuck, $2 a month gets you the rest of this show. Okay? And with that said, it's time to see you later. We're seeing you later. Goodbye, Facebook. Goodbye, MV. Let's see here. Goodbye, Facebook again. Goodbye. What is that? Twitch. Goodbye. Oh, I guess I was on Kim's Twitter. I'm sorry, Kim. I did not know I was on your Twitter. Rumble, we're going to keep up. Alex R. Wagner, Twitter, we're going to keep up. YouTube,